Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to be a very talkative video. I wanted to share some things with you guys about a very weird opinion that I have, and it's going to be in the guild section. So let's go over to that. I'm going to be talking about a fusion of things that should be together but are not. And I can't figure out exactly why that is, but I just wanted to talk about it, see what you guys thought. As the game is going into its, it's going into the new year, there's going to be things that they need to fix still to this day. And I kind of wanted to bring this up because I was looking into my guild, my Air Squadron, and I was looking at the new things, not the Nada creation, which I still think needs a little bit of tuna boon, but the Air Squadron support. I think that this could be really refined and really made awesome, and I'll explain it to you because it's kind of my job to do that. So without further ado, skidamarinky dinky do, let's get into it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash. So yeah, what you're allowed to do here is that you're actually allowed to request a memory of a character. I'm gonna break down everything. You can break the, from your guild, you can suggest a memory from a character, and you guys should already know how the system works. Let me go over yonder to the memory system here. As you can see, I got a bunch of these things. Now, there's a little bit of significance as far as what you guys should be looking for. This is obviously gonna be 100% MFO, and the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because this system actually could be really good if we were to combine it with the scout system. I feel like I'm one of the only ones that really am still advocating, or at least trying to make it happen. Now, what you can see here, you can see actually it'd be probably better if I use Janai, because as you can see here, that a little mixture of everything. So you can see that some of them give you 500, some of them give you 200, 170, 120. There's a whole bunch of different slew of different amounts, and then you get the crap tier 3s and you get 5s. And as you can see, the level of the character doesn't even matter, which is a good thing. Obviously, you don't want it to actually cost anything. Janai is actually my highest, the one that I'm the closest with. But as you can see, it's because I invested actually a bunch of Jins into her. So I actually started realizing, oh man, when I get these dupes, especially like Rara, I should have been putting some of my extra Raras into the scout system, and it would just help out because it's 500 a pop. Each of these characters that you see here give you 500, so you get 2 500, that's 1,000. Now obviously 30,000 is still pretty steep, and everyone's still waiting and hoping that they will eventually knock that down. But when you see the memory system here, you start hopefully you guys can connect the dots here of what I'm trying to say. These things, as you can see, you do get them randomly, kind of sporadically. Like I have 14 Burnavises. I don't even really exactly know how. I know you get them when you're doing some of the dailies. I think they're part of these now. See, look, I got some support, getting some Naomis. Now, if you guys have been following why I'm saying all this stuff, is because I want Naomi. Why? Because I want Dorka. I want to keep getting Naomis from my guild, and that should in turn give me enough to get a Naomi. Then I put the Naomi into Dorka, and then the Dorka, the general. It's supposed to be like that. But as you can see here, the issue God, my throat. It's gonna take me forever to get to 50. I would need everyone in my guild to pretty much constantly be giving me their Naomi memories. They'd have to pretty much not be going for the same thing that I'm going for, and we would keep doing this over and over again. Like, I think half the people in my guild, or in any guild, they're just probably throwing up something. They really don't care exactly what they're going for. As you can see, this person has wanted, what is it, Talia? I had some extra Talia, so I said, why not? But as you can see, I can't even request another one until this one's finished, which kind of sucks. So I need 4 more from my guild in order to finish that out, and then I would keep requesting it. And then someone else in the guild would then, request something. Like I would give someone else like the Rara here, so they can get Rara, so they can keep getting Rara for Bathory. And so forth, the Rudley, booms, this guy's got his Rudley here, and then he can start going for Garth. Like, that's how it would technically work, and it would be a nice system combined with the scout system. But of course, the issue is that we're not getting enough of the memories. The scout system is a little bit too high, and this is one of the things that they do need to work on, because it's like another bad thing is helping people flesh out their account a little bit more. Even if people wanted to just use that memory system just to get some some fleeting characters that they want in their account. Let's say if I really want Kylock, I got Dorka all the way cracked out. I want to get my Naomi a little bit stronger, and then boom, I need to get my Kylock a little bit stronger. Then I would like to do that. These systems, sometimes they add it to the game. It's just like, it's kind of just sits there, and they have a lot of modes and stuff like that in the game that kind of sit there, and that's not exactly good. You want those modes, and you want people's time investing and saving into this stuff to actually mean something. Like, I feel like I've been getting a lot of these stuff. They're scattered all over the place. There's no way I can farm a specific region or anything like that. So I would suggest that, hey, one, they could put it into something into the Quantum Raid. One of the big issues with the Quantum Raid is that they had this other shop. I think it is the shop, right? The shop. And by the way, I stopped playing days ago. Couldn't deal with it. Maybe adding other memories instead of this, but adding some of the other memories. They don't always have to be the general memories. And then you can start stacking those up, and that would give us a nice cool way to maybe go and do that on a more regular basis, like kind of like they have even the Upir's Labyrinth here. I feel like, again, another thing, they have these wasted things. Like the Ultimate Orb was a great addition, right? And then they still have the Holy Water of the Universe, which I feel like no one even cares about anymore. It was a big contention now, but now I feel like it's almost irrelevant. No one really cares about it anymore. But gold, hero tokens, maybe have that there, like one of the, maybe like a 50 general or something like that. Start changing up some of these things, or if you just want to add a brand new mode or something, first of all, this is an odd numbered, so it just looks weird. So maybe add something here, or maybe put it in the side story. Another thing that they're missing out here are these Brune exploration. What are these for? I've said this in either I edited it out or I don't know if I kept it in at certain points, but what are these for? There's no Brune legendaries and there's no Brune rares that you give a flying fuck about. So why, people default explorate in the whatever their town they're in. We're supposed to be going back and you dock and go to a different spot so you can get the things, so you can unleash potential legendary unit, which is good because a lot of legendaries, especially getting FCs and stuff like that. But again, there's these multiple different ways. Or hey, I think that you do get some of them through exploration. Maybe through exploration, maybe doing these things. I haven't done this. I think someone was telling me that you get more awakened material. Yeah, you actually do. I need to maybe actually be fighting these things more often because it takes way too long to awaken characters right now, like leveling up gear. And I'm thinking that's because I don't do these ancient golems, but it's just such a drag. It's so boring and monotonous, and it's just But that's kind of what I wanted to talk about real quick. I didn't have anything really else prepared. I just wanted to talk about what they could possibly do with the scout system and combine with the air squadron system of requesting memories from people. At first we were thinking like no one would give up any of the general memories, which is also true. But if they could start making it that you can quickly get not obviously the general, but the pieces for the general, like the Naomis, the Rudleys, the Jins, and you can get those quickly by requesting it from your guild, then it actually, I got burned. Then it actually becomes not that big of a deal. It's not that hard to do, and it's again just giving more power to the player for them, and rewarding a player that is constantly playing the game. Like this is the Exos Pass, like the most involved thing that you have to do, like constantly coming back here, going there, doing the battles, making sure you're doing this. It's like very involved. You get a lot of rewards out of it, and I think that they just need to keep doing that because that's how games get stale. When you feel like you only need to do 1, 2, 3 things, you finish those things in 10, 15 minutes because of the quality of life that the game eventually gets, and then you're just like, well, I guess I'll stop playing then. But that sucks because you're a gamer, or at least I assume you are, I'm hoping you are, and you want a game. You got a couple hours to yourself. You got, you're on break or you just got off of work. You're gonna put 2 hours maybe before you put the kids to bed, or the kids are now in bed. You got a few hours to yourself, and you put on Exos Heroes, and it's like, and you're done. It's like, well, I guess I'll go play something else, and eventually you're just gonna be like, I don't even want to start with the part A. I'm just gonna go straight to part B. Now part B is part A. So I think that they need to, add some more spices for something that's meaningful. A lot of the times, you're doing stuff and it doesn't feel meaningful until a new character comes out, and then you trick out that new character, and then it's like, well, I'll put that character, now I don't need to play. I stacked up so much resources from the last time I needed to play that it just doesn't matter anymore. So I think that that's just my point. Let me know what you guys would do with the scout system and that not system, the other memory system. It looks like they're on their way to possibly doing something very good. But again, it's a slow rollout, and it's always this slow rollout to extend gameplay, extend like whatever it's called, like when they are trying to stranglehold you to play the game longer. Pretty much what they did to Upier's Labyrinth. Instead of being able to do it all in one fell swoop, which is convenient to the player, they draw it out, so you have to literally log in pretty much every day and log it, you know, and go in there, do one run. And it's obviously not good for us. And same thing with a lot of these systems, it's just like drawing the game out longer and longer and longer. But I don't know how much longer you got. Where's that collab, Line Games? You know, and what's coming after the greatness that is blooming someday? That this one of the best FC or releases or character reverse releases in I'd go down and saying gacha history. I think that's like one of the best ideas I've ever seen in any gacha game. What follows that up? What, the synergy thing that you guys had? Ugh, that's not gonna hit. That's not hitting home, bro. So let me know what you guys think. YFOs in the comment section below, as you guys already know. And just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.